Wednesday, September 10th, 1800. At the Council House, present as before, Captain William Claus, Acting Deputy Superintendent General, Lieutenant Givens, Agent, Indian Affairs, Lieutenant McQueen, Queen's Rangers, Mr. David Price, Interpreter, Mr. Nathaniel Lyons, Interpreter, Mr. Ferguson, Kingston, P. Selby, Assistant Secretary, Indian Affairs, the chiefs and other of the Mohawk Indians residing there, Lieutenant Fortier. Captain Claus spoke as follows.
Brothers, we are now met again, and I wish to say a few words. We have not yet, as usual, made use of wampum, but I shall this day speak on wampum, that what I say may be remembered. It has always been observed, as long as we have known the Indians, or they us, that whenever white men have been suffered among them, they have uniformly been the cause of all the disputes and difficulties which arise among them. And I must observe to you, there are people now here of that description who have no Indian blood in them. And I now strongly recommend to you all not to suffer them to be present, or at all to interfere in any of your transactions. Ye may rest assured that the moment I hear of their interfering in the least, they shall be ordered away. The people I allude to are no strangers to me. I know them of old. There is this old man Paulus, the family of the Miracles, and a man of the name Fun, who left the Grand River. Now the moment I hear of any of them interfering in Indian affairs, that moment they shall be removed. There is also another thing I wish to mention about the poor widow Lawrence. I mean to leave directions to have the farm let for her benefit, and whoever takes the farm will be also subject to be turned off, as the other white people who behave improperly. It appears to me that the Wolf tribe have named their chiefs in haste and anger, and I have already mentioned to you that Captain John must still be considered the head chief. I never wish to leave anything on my mind, and therefore again desire that no more disturbances may happen among you. I also strongly recommend it to you to take care of your religion, for when that is laid aside, you are a lost people. Think seriously, therefore, of what I have now said to you, and suffer not the young men to behave any way improperly.
Captain Claus delivers 6 strings of black and white wampum to Captain John.
Now, Captain Isaac, you promised to repeat, when we met again, what you said the other day, that both parties may hear and be satisfied, and as you recollect what you then said, it will be unnecessary to have it taken down again.
After Captain Isaac had repeated what he said the day before yesterday, he spoke thus on 2 belts.
This is our old custom, to settle all matters of great consequence. As this is I now present you, Captain John, with these belts, one to wipe away the blood, and the other to level the graves of those who were killed. 'Tis true, it is but a trifle, then being only 4,000 wampum to cover the dead and wash away the blood.
Captain John then desired that he and his people might retire for a few minutes. He soon returned and spoke as follows.
Brother, it gives me pain to have given you so much trouble by attending here so long about this bad affair. We were acquainted yesterday with regards to the settlement, and were told it was to be finally settled this day. When I heard that, it gave me great ease, particularly as you have in writing that all that Captain Isaac said. We now have heard what he has said, and that it come from his heart. It has given me great ease, though with a hard struggle with myself what to do. He has talked of old customs in such cases, but he has not gone through them by any means. It's not proper, brother, to give you such trouble as I have done in regard to our affairs. I am very happy to see Captain Isaac has wiped away the blood, and it is the custom of our ancestors, and you, brother, are the cause of settling this affair, which but for you would probably have gone worse and worse. We are not hard to please, and we have been ready to give way to have it settled on good terms. Captain Isaac mentioned there were 3 tribes, and that they should always be consulted in all matters. Captain Isaac has no right to say that himself. I understood yesterday Captain Isaac was to lay his head down and have nothing more to say or do in the village. And if he will say that, I will take him by the hand. If he will do that, everything shall be settled and nothing more said about it. And if he will not consent to it, there may be very probably more blood spilt. I am not hard to please and would be ready to comply with anything that was just. In 1786, Lord Dorchester said that no white person should stay among us, as you are here, as you are now here. I wish you would take your people away at once, that there may be peace among us in the future, and we leave it to you to be settled. How to have them removed? Captain Isaac has said that the lofts have some Indian blood in them, but they do not belong to the nation. I do not think it proper that they stay among us.
After Captain Claus had expressed a doubt whether Isaac was a village chief or only a war chief, and telling Captain Isaac that no village chief can be made without the consent of the principal officer of the Indian Department, Captain Isaac requested to retire with his party for a little time. On the return, Captain Isaac spoke as follows.
Brother, now we are happy. Our business is almost at an end. I told you the other day I would have nothing to do with any bad thing whatever. Captain John does not seem satisfied with the manner in which he understood what I had said. Captain John said I was to have my head down and have nothing to do in the village. I am fully satisfied to my heart's content with what Captain John has said. I have been 45 years in the service and have done the best in my power, but from what has been said I am quite satisfied and give it up, and I shall in future just look about my own affairs, which concern myself only. I am very sorry we have given my father and you so much trouble. I have nothing more to do than to mind my own business, and am just going to erect a mill, which I hope to complete, as that will be the means of getting my livelihood. Now, brothers, this is all I have to say.
This is all I wanted to hear. But as to this building a mill, I object to it.
After much altercation between the parties about building a mill, it was at length agreed that neither party should build a mill until General Hunter shall decide whether they or either of them shall build a mill or not. Captain John then desired to perform his promise to shake hands, and answered he expected Isaac to get up and offer him his hand. Isaac, being desired to do so, said he could not, nor would not, but that he would faithfully perform all he promised. Captain Claus then informed them that it was with the greatest pain he should return to tell the general that all the trouble which had been taken by his order had been of no use, for the parties would not be reconciled in the usual manner according to our expectations. Isaac then said,
Whatever I say, you may rely on me, and you shall find I shall keep my promise.
It is impossible for me to go away without making you friends. Little things should be thrown on one side, and you must meet on the terms proposed. 'Tis true we have been here a long time, but if I remain as much longer, I will not go away without seeing you friends.
A person who has been guilty of a great crime and repents and does everything in his power to give satisfaction can do no more. We have hoped to have a different termination of this business, and are sorry it has turned out otherwise. I have submitted to everything, and am now just like a dog and have nothing more to do.
Now, brother, you see, he will not get up and shake hands with me.
After a great deal of persuasion by the friends of both parties, Captain Isaac got up, Captain John also standing opposite to him, when they shook hands, and afterwards all the parties shook hands alternately. The following words were spoken by the parties, Captain John and Captain Isaac to each other. Captain Isaac to Captain John.
I confirm all I have said before, and am resolved to do all I have said.
Captain John to Captain Isaac.
Since you have made so full a declaration, I am satisfied.
Captain John, then addressing himself to Captain Claus.
Now, brother, the particular point you wanted is now settled, and we thank you very much for all the trouble you have taken, and hope you will find no obstacles in your road home, and that you will remember us kindly to General Hunter. Everything is now done. I shall therefore ask for the tomahawk they have of ours.
The tomahawk is delivered to Captain Claus.
I feel myself extremely happy at the termination of this business, and I shall, according to customs, confirm it with wampum. I consider this, and always shall consider it, as the happiest day of my life. I consider myself as having performed a singular service to God and you, and am satisfied General Hunter will be well pleased with what we have done. I now wish to conform as much as possible to your ancient customs. With that view, I have brought this belt with me, being fully persuaded this unfortunate affair would be made up for the purpose of covering everything that is past, and I now hand it over to you for that purpose, that your uneasiness may never more be thought of.
Captain Claus delivered to Captain John a belt with 8,000 wampum.
I thank you very much, brother. You have now covered everything that was bad. If anything bad should happen in the future, I will take this belt and show it, that they may know what was done at this council.
Brother, there is yet one ceremony to be gone through. It has been done already by Captain Isaac, but now I must do it in the name of their father, and that is the condolence for the death of those who were killed.
He thus delivered 6 strings to Captain John, desiring him to go through the ceremony of wiping away their tears, etc., and afterwards delivered a belt of 2,000 wampum and 6 strings attached to it to cover the graves of the dead, and Captain John went through the ceremony as usual on such occasions.
For some days we have been under a heavy cloud, but now our hearts are at rest, and I hope all here will remember the proceedings of this day.
All the Indians present then got up and shook hands with Captain Claus and the officers with him, and returned thanks at the same time.
Brother, everything is now done. In case any further disturbances happen, we shall acquaint you, and these young men will be our messengers.
Paper filed, Montreal, 24th October, 1800. True copy, John Shue, Secretary, Indian Affairs.